The inside.
For clothes that Tristan lost. Bold 3 detergent plus fabric softener.
I'm gonna start off strong. Like you were cellmates with Jordan Belfort, the Real Wolf of Wall Street.
I sure was. Yeah, I helped him write his book.
Republican Anthony Rogers has no previous political experience. Rogers, the comedian, is well known for a podcast called The Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, man, this is Tommy Chong, and right now you're listening to The Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol Baskin, and you are listening to The Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, y'all, this is Kevin from Candlebox. You are listening to the funny man, Anthony Rogers.
Hey, my name is Alex Sulkin, writer of Ted and Family Guy, and you're listening to The Anthony Rogers Show. Lucky you.
Hey, everybody, my name is Frankie MacDonald. You're listening to Anthony Rogers Show. It's a great one.
Hey, it's your favorite comedian, Anthony Rogers, live in his tour bus, yeah. But also, you need to get a beard like this. People have been talking. They said your shit looks whack. It looks weird. They can't tell your pronouns. You need to get a beard like this right now. And the only way to do that is by using Luxurious Bastard Beard Oil. Great smell, great function, great everything. Just get this. And there's directions on how to use it if you know how to read. But use the link in the description. Go to the website. Use promo code LEGENDARY. Get a discount. Do it. Thank you. Bam.
Welcome back to your favorite podcast in the entire universe. It's Anthony Rogers and co-host Nikki Gnarly. How you doing?
Hello. I'm pretty good.
Best co-host in the game. So I have to shamelessly plug something before we start this powerful episode. I've been hyped about this, and the episode's kind of controversial. We'll get that in a second. So, so tomorrow if you are in Missouri, we'll be in St. Charles, Missouri at St. Andrews Cinema. Nikki won't be at this one, but she'll be at one of them soon. So if you're in Missouri, we'll mapping this out behind the scenes. We'll let you know publicly what's going on. But tomorrow will be a live audience event. I'll have some stuff going there. Also, Saturday, I'm doing a show in Clarksville, Tennessee, at a bar called Rookies, because I fucking made them doing bars and grills, you know. So it's that's the top of the comedy game is bar and grills. So if you want to, I'm just joking. But anyway, no, if you want to come out there, awesome. Okay, now we get this awesome episode. So I saw, as many of you may know, Bryan from Demon Race has been on the show multiple times. Basically, he's an exorcist with some of the best TikTok content I've seen. I can go down like the history channel like rabbit holes with this motherfucker, just like listening to him. Lucky enough to have him on here, but we covered something that kind of stuck out to me. I'm gonna pull it up before we bring him in here. Basically, he was pulling apart. Well, actually, I should have him up while to explain it. I guess, but probably first. Okay, so what exactly in that clip was happening? Like, before I play it, you could build it up better in a minute, probably.
Yeah. So there was a video that went around on the internet saying that Kamala Harris, or that Barack Obama's birth certificate was photoshopped, right? And I'm sure everybody's heard this. Everybody's heard at least this rumor, right? But somebody had written it in a way that they said it had layers, which means it's not just photoshopped. It means it's a Photoshop file. There is a difference between an image being photoshopped and an image being a Photoshop file. And so I didn't believe it because I was like, there's no way they're that messed up that bad. Like, even if it's fake, because like that's what I do. I do professional photo editing and graphics and special effects. Like that's what I did as a career before I started casting out demons and doing this stuff all the time. And so like I'm like literally like I'm very, very good at photo manipulation stuff. So like when I heard that, I was like, you know, there's no way. But dude, this is the video. Like I went and I checked it, and lo and behold, it is a actual Photoshop file that shows signs of editing. And I guess you can play it and kind of, you know, and see people see exactly what it reveals really.
So like instead of a JPEG or a doc, it's like a PDF or like some other type of
Yep.
file.
It's not just a PDF. It's a Photoshop PDF document.
Okay, no, I know what you're talking about.
So it retained the layers, the editable layer files.
Export it and like flatten the image, right?
Yes, they didn't flatten the image. That's exactly what happened. They didn't flatten it.
Okay. That's like that's so sloppy. That seems incredibly sloppy to me.
Yeah, it was a couple decades ago they did this. That makes sense. I'm gonna pull this up for context for us and the viewers and stuff real fast before then we'll talk about it some more like you presume.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And so yeah, it's crazy. It's really shocking. So here I'm just saying I'm shook. The audio doesn't work. You gotta hit
the audio doesn't work.
Bottom right hand corner. I think the audio is just turned off. You just gotta turn it on.
Okay. All right, let me start that over. Hang on, sorry.
It's all right. The first beginning is just basically me reiterating myself.
Still important though. Still important.
And this video is blown up and gone viral. It's like blowing up all over X. Right now. It's blowing up all over the place right now. Bottom right, see the little
online that said Obama's birth certificate is fake, and it's on the WhiteHouse.gov. Apparently, you can download it, and so I did. I'm a professional designer, guys. I'm a professional designer. If you look behind me, look 3D printers and like wave format printers, all this stuff. Okay, like I do this all the time. Like I've done photo editings. This is insane. I am like shook at the intensity. I got to show you this. So here we go. We're on. I just typed in Obama certificate. Here, I'll just type it in, enter. Here you go. Obama certificate, long form PDF. This says the White House or the Obama White House archives.gov. This is the official .gov website. Okay. This is Obama's birth certificate, supposedly. But what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. Like I'm downloading it right now. We're downloading it. Let's bring it up in the files. You know, I've done this a few times now at this point because I'm like, I can't even believe this is real. So let's open this up in Illustrator. Okay. In Illustrator. And I'm like thinking, okay, well, that's, you know, could be legit, except for, wait a second, there's bounding boxes on here. So you can delete the bounding boxes and in Illustrator. And if you delete them, you can move the entire background document off of the page.
Oh, shit.
You can literally separate it, and you can see that this is the original document with the original text on it. That this has been completely photo edited, and they put this ghosting effect on here. And this is like, I can't even believe this. And even the background's been edited because this pattern just repeats like it was on the page, but it like curls around. I don't know what that's about. That's weird. But all of this is separated. These are separate window boxes. This is from the White House's website. Look, I literally just downloaded this. And look, it's like crazier than that. Look, the entire document has separation components. Like their date stamps are two tonal different colors. Like they can be moved separate. Like I'm just blown away.
They didn't even match the ink color on the stamps.
Terrible of a Photoshop job this is. There is like some artifacting things here. It looks like this is literally, look, some weird artifacting thing to try to make it look more legit or something. I don't know. I mean, this is insane. Like this document is clearly a faked document. How come nobody has bothered to look at this document and say, hey, that might not be legit? How come seriously no designer with any experience looked at this and go, yeah, it looks a little funny. You see this glow around the text? That's clearly photo editing. Like, I'm just blown away right now. Like, this is insane. And then not only that, like, I'm really good at this. Let's just put it that way. Like, and then let's open this in Photoshop in this thing. Now, edit PDF. They've literally, I noticed that PDF can even detect the background, even in the PDF viewer, can detect that it's separate and different. So you guys can like do this yourself. You don't even need to have Illustrator. It knows that the background layers have been edited and modified. And you can come in here and even type. Look, you can type up new names. Like, type whatever you want. This is like an editable, like, it's easily recognizably editable document. Look at that. I am blown away right now that this was even, like, I can't believe this is fake. So Obama, let's just change his name to Boma. Let's try Boma. Bomama. This is all fake. Wow. I am literally blown away right now. This is on the government website. The government website, guys.
Yeah, the government website. That's on .gov. That is on the .gov government website telling you that is Obama's birth certificate.
Right? We can all agree that the government knows it's fake if they're the ones putting the fake fucking.
Well, they made it. They made it.
They made it. That's the thing. They denied that it's fake in a sense. Like, they're saying, oh, it's not fake, but like they uploaded. You know what I think? This is my suspicion of what has happened. So like they hired a designer to create the document, and the designer sent the document back, the editable version, and was like, but before it's finalized, let me finalize it, but here, prove that it looks good. And they said, oh yeah, that looks great. And then the designer flattened the image and then sent them the flattened, exported out flat image that they were supposed to use. And yet somehow whoever was supposed to upload the JPEG accidentally uploaded the editable PDF version of the image. That's what I think happened. But it's an actual, that is the editable documental file. Like it's all on layers. Like I can make it say whatever I want. Like it's just, that is insane. And the thing is, like everybody heard that their file was Photoshop, but they didn't emphasize that no, it is a Photoshop file. Not that his document was Photoshopped. It is actually a Photoshop file. Had they rephrased how they were telling people this problem, I think a lot more people would have looked into it. Because I never even bothered to look into it. Because I was like, well, if it's Photoshopped, I'm a really good Photoshop artist. So like, if I Photoshopped something, there's no way you would be able to tell. There's no way. Like, because I've edited photos for celebrities and stuff even before. And so like, I've edited photos for Kim Kardashian even, for a person that I had to do photography for. And so like, dude, there's no way you're even going to know if I'm editing the photos, how I've done it. So like, I would imagine they would hire somebody at least as good as me to do the photo editing, but they uploaded the actual PDF editable document. Like, that is insane to me. That is so insane.
It's embarrassing for them. Like,
and they still have it on their website, on the .gov government White House website. That document, you right now could download the Photoshoppable, editable PDF document that they faked Obama's birth certificate with. And you got to ask yourself, why would they fake it? You know what I mean? Like, for what purpose would they fake it?
Where the fuck is he
Well,
from?
because he's not from here. His name's Barry. His real name's Barry. No, he shouldn't have been
Satano or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And he basically he wouldn't. None of his policies would be legal if that happened. You know what I mean? Like everything that he fucked up in America would be like basically go away from like if that was like. You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's. I mean, I don't know. Would that even happen? Would that be true? Would they go through and extract everything?
I mean, you'd almost have to because the president has to be 35 years old and natural born is only real rules. So if you're not 35 or natural born, none of your policies would actually be real. I mean, like I would imagine. I mean, that if the world. I mean, here's the thing: if the people in power are kind of on his side, it seems like they're probably not. You know what I mean? Like I don't think Oprah and all the judges are going to side with us. You know, like all their people. But I'm saying, like realistically speaking, that's what should happen.
Yeah, that's what should happen. But I would imagine Barry Soetoro. Yeah, that's it.
Soetoro?
Yeah. But here's the crazy part. It's like, dude, that document is completely false, and it's so obvious. So if that document's false, that would mean that maybe he wasn't even born here, or maybe he has a different name, or whatever that means. We don't know. But the reality is like, why would they upload a false document, and why would they deny it? And so apparently there was a judge, there was a sheriff, I guess his name was, that looked into this originally back in the day. And took it to court and all that stuff, and then brought it up and had forensic analysts look at it, and they all said it's Photoshop, 100%. It's clearly Photoshopped. All of them did. And so whatever, Obama ended up getting elected, and then tried that guy, that sheriff, and put him in prison or something like this for some unrelated charge. And then when Trump got elected, Trump actually acquitted him or something and like released him from the sentence because it was totally false sentence. Right. Like the sheriff literally had to go to prison. Yeah, a sheriff, RPO, whatever his name is. And so that guy, that dude literally went to prison after Obama became president because he called him out for it being fake. And then Trump acquitted him. But the thing is, the evidence that he showed was so staggering. They even found the document that Obama's birth certificate was copied from. They found the original document. They found the original one that they copied his birth certificate from.
The original one. That's insane.
It was only within that week. Apparently the guy was born in Hawaii within that week. So they just looked at all the birth certificates within that week.
So
and they found the
nation, but just Obama's name instead.
Yeah, they just took this one dude's birth certificate and changed the name and a few other little minor things. But the angle of the stamps were exactly in the same spot at the exact same angle. And you're like, if you were to stamp somebody, the likeliness of somebody's hand would rotate that stamp. It's just improbable. So it was like so clearly, if they found the original document, it was birth certificate that it was edited from. And then the birth records for Obama's birth was within a certain range. That his birth was there was like documents of people that were born that entire year and all the time leading up to it. All the records are there. You can look them up, except for the 1 week in which Obama was born. It's missing from the public records. All the people that travel to Hawaii. And you're like, how much more suspicious does it get? Well, it gets more suspicious because apparently
guilty. Like,
say what?
More guilty. Can they look any more guilty? Like.
This is so shocking to me.
To fuck with us, like,
dude, it's so bad. So the woman that apparently approved it, there was a plane crash in Hawaii that she was on, and she's the only one that died. She died of a heart attack.
Yeah, they just try to kill these people. That's why it's kind of a touchy thing to talk about. Like, because I mean, a lot of people that have pointed this out, and like I've been killed. It's crazy. Like a little bit lighter of a break real fast. We're gonna do a weather report for the entire world real fast.
Hey everybody, I'm doing great so far. I'm down Charlotte, in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. They had a typhoon hitting for Philippines this Wednesday and Thursday coming up. It's going to bring a lot of rain. Then it's going to be a strength and even stronger once the tropical storm really leaves Philippines. It's going to turn into a major typhoon. It's going to head west of Philippines and may infect Vietnam and places like this.
Nice.
Introducing my newest comedy video. Guy tries to eat 100 hot dogs. Guy tries to eat 100 hamburgers at once. That's my newest comedy video. I uploaded just this afternoon.
Nice, man. Look, what's the weather for? I guess we got North Carolina in the comments. We got I'm from St. Louis. We got California.
In St. Louis, weather's going to be a lot of rain in St. Louis in the middle of the next week. Then it's going to start off with summer-like temperatures. Then it's going to bring a lot of rain in the middle of next week in St. Louis, Missouri, and things like this. You got warm air, cold air fighting each other this time of the year. Introducing my new Halloween video, Facts About the Halloween Night 2024.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Nice.
You guys have any questions where you guys are from about weather?
Yeah, Los Angeles.
It's really dry in Los Angeles. Right now, it's going to bring a lot of rain in Los Angeles soon enough. Back in early February 2024, Los Angeles had a lot of mudslides, landslides. It had so much historical rainfall. It was a historic rainstorm in Los Angeles back on February 4th and 5th, 2024.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Lots of rain. Hasn't rained in a while.
Then I got heavy rain hitting for Sydney, Nova Scotia on Thursday night and the Friday because the remnants of Oscar and things like this. And then Vancouver's getting even more rain on Saturday and Sunday coming up. And over in Japan, it's supposed to get warm air, cold air fighting each other in Japan. Sometime late next week in Japan, it's supposed to get some cooler weather during nights.
Nice.
Hey, do you think they control the weather, Frankie?
That means all those governments around the world trying to control the weather.
Do you think they do?
Even down Antarctica. And there's lots of asteroids up in the space, so government can even control asteroids too.
Oh shit, dude. We're fucked. God damn it.
Aim them all at China.
Oh shit, man.
And introducing my newest comedy video is guy tries to eat 100 hamburgers at once.
100 guy tries to eat 100 hamburgers at once. You actually tried to eat 100 hamburgers at once?
I pretend to eat 100 hamburgers at once. It's on my YouTube channel.
I thought it was hot dogs at once.
I already did guy tries to eat 100 hot dogs at once a long ago. Now I did guy tries to eat 100 hamburgers at once just today.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Wow. That's awesome.
What'd you do?
I just pretend to eat 100 hamburgers in a video when I was filming a video of myself down in Dominion Street soccer field. I just pressed the record button. I was just talking into a smartphone. I used a can of soda as a tripod.
I love how specific that is. That's very specific. Yeah. What do you think? Do you think you could eat more fake food than anybody on Earth?
I really eat 2 hamburgers and I pretend to eat 100 hamburgers.
2 is the most you've ever eaten now?
2 is the hamburgers. That's the most I've eaten in a day. Guess what? Another video I did, guys, tries to eat 100 hamburgers at once. That's my newest comedy video yet.
Nice. That's awesome.
And I got another comedy video, I uploaded today. Facts about the Halloween night 2024.
What's that? What's that about?
That's my Halloween advice. Telling people to be extremely careful.
What's your Halloween advice? Maybe there's some kids at home watching, you know?
And they got to stay away from bad kids and things like this. That's one.
Yeah, stay away from bad kids? What's a bad kid?
Bad kids and smash pumpkins and things like this that cause vandalism.
Oh, man, that was
Halloween
mean.
anarchy.
That was mean,
stay away.
dude.
So if you see somebody smashing pumpkins, stay away from the bad kids. What's step 2?
It's like bad kids that can smash pumpkins and vandalize properties and things like this.
Oh, okay, you don't be around the bad kids. What else? Is there anything else? Should they eat razor blades, or should they pick them out of the candy? Or...
They can dress up costumes to go to Halloween parties and things like this on Halloween.
Nice, dude. What are you gonna be for Halloween, Frankie?
I will be dressed up as a vampire in one of my YouTube videos.
Ooh, love it.
Spooky.
I wonder if vampires are really just demons. Do you think maybe they're just demons? Just a guess.
There's more to it, but yeah.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
And did you hear about this? American Thanksgiving is coming up on November 28th. That's the last Thursday in November. That means, are you taking a week off for Thanksgiving weekend down the States?
Yeah.
Probably the weekend at least. Probably do a Thursday through Sunday thing, eat a bunch of food, go see a bunch of family and stuff, you know. Mooch off all my family's dinner plates, you know. Like, oh, you're having Thanksgiving? I'll be there, you know. I can do that a bunch.
Thanksgiving Day, that means it's a busy travel time of the year down the States. A lot of people will be booking in flights in advance to go home to their families on American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's true.
The best Thanksgiving. Well, thanks, Frankie. What were we saying?
That's a busy travel time of the year down to the States.
Yes, it is.
And did you hear? And did you? And I was working on more comedy videos and things like this.
Nice, brother.
Sweet.
Jump on next week some comedy if you want, man. Like we're gonna get back to the Obama birth certificate. You're welcome to hang still if you want, but we're getting back to proving Obama's birth certificate is fake. I appreciate
If
the
you-
weather.
If you want to follow me on social media, my blue sky is at Frankie MacD. My Twitter, now X, is at Frankie MacD. My Facebook is Frankie MacDonald. My link tree is Frankie MacDonald. My Instagram is Frankie MacD984. My TikTok is FrankDon984. My Clapper is FrankDon984. My Twitch is FrankDon984. My Snapchat is Frankie MECDON. My YouTube channel is Dogsandwolves. And my LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. Best luck there. I'm Frankie MacDonald. You're listening to Anthony Rogers Show.
Later.
Pleasure, Frankie. Thank you for thanks for blessing us with the weather. All right, so back to the heavy subject of everything you've ever thought was fake, and basically Barack Obama's real name is Barry. He's married to a man named Michael, and it goes deeper. We got Blister Bill in the comments saying health director who approved Obama birth certificate dies in plane crash. Yep. That was the Loretta Fuddy and the conspiracy. All loose ends are trimmed. Janie said, I remember the sheriff's reporting. Didn't know he went to jail though. So yeah, I know. There's a bunch of. Apparently, everybody knows this.
I don't know if he went to jail. I could be wrong. I don't know if he went to jail. By the way, I thought he went to jail, but apparently he was acquitted. There was something bad that happened to him.
Well, I think I think you and Bill were Bill in the comments were saying that too. I think, but apparently a lot of people know about this, and he's still just running around campaigning for Waltz and Harris, and it's fucking weird. Like he's like, it sounds weird. I mean, that guy, I don't know, man. He I don't know how to describe it, but he looks more Antichrist and less American every year. You know.
You know, it's very interesting because he's like definitely. You know, I think it's funny how many people are rejecting him all of a sudden now.
Nah.
Okay, now check this one out. This is kind of interesting. So, this is Kamala Harris's birth certificate. And like everybody was like, do Kamala Harris now, do Kamala Harris now. Okay, they got better with it, okay? Because they flattened the image. So it's not a Photoshop file.
Oh.
It looks pretty legit. The only questionable thing about it that I would say that I found very unusual, her mom, it says, is Caucasian. So right there, her mom's Caucasian.
That's hilarious.
Her dad is apparently Jamaican. I didn't know that was color of race of father, but apparently Jamaican's the color. The only other thing is Ayer. Her middle name is Ayer, okay? But if you Google her name right now is Kamala Devi Harris. Well, there's been an amendment to this document, and here's the amendment. Notice how this says amended 1 of 2. Okay?
Yeah.
So this document's been amended. Here's the 2 of 2. Document the amendment. It says, exactly stated on the original, Ayer has now been changed to Devi. So Devi is her actual name, but it's all caps. I think it's kind of strange that it's not all caps here. It's all caps here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty strange. And also, I haven't bothered looking.
Middle name. That's a really weird thing to just change your middle name. No one even uses it. That's very weird.
Right? And supposedly she's like a middle class, poor family-ish, sort of grew up in poor-ish. But like
to answer Marissa's question real fast, y'all think Michelle Obama's a man? Yes, I do. That's the question.
yes, Marissa.
What do you guys think?
I don't know. I don't.
You gotta go down that. You gotta go down that road a bit.
Well, yeah, we can go down that road, I guess. I mean, like the thing is.
What do you guys think, though? Marissa's question.
Let's bring that up in a second. Let's ask that question in a second.
Marissa, we're gonna solve crime real fast, Marissa. We'll get right back to you.
Okay. So like first, this is fascinating. Okay, so we've got Devi, which Devi, by the way, Ayer, I believe in Hindi means like a noble person. Ayer does, and Devi is actually means the word like goddess or devil. It's where we get the word diva or devil.
It's interesting.
Yeah, Devi. Her middle name. They changed her name to Devi, which is where we get devil, but it means God. So it went from like a noble person to a devil, and they changed it on November 5th. So 2 weeks after she was born, her mom went back and was like, "Hey, let's change her middle name," and paid for it. I don't know about you guys, but would your parents go change your middle name? Like, because you have to pay for that stuff.
My parents actually did. This is weird. They actually did. But it was like,
tell me.
My name was Anthony Dennis Goebel when I was born, and then like my mom remarried when I was 3, and now my name's Anthony James Rogers. I probably shouldn't have said my last time. My middle name, but to thousands of people watching live. Like, anyway, that's my real name to dox me. But no, I think no, not
But
me.
they changed your last name too, though.
Oh, you're saying just the middle name change?
They changed just the middle name.
Okay.
That's like, and that was because of you probably had some parental thing going on, like, or who knows, like, you know.
Yeah. I got
yeah, it was a parental related thing, but the fact that there's no parental issue here, they just went back and said we decided to change her middle name only. That's like
weird, actually.
That's very suspicious and strange and weird to me. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, because that costs money to do that, you know, and so to make the amendment. And I don't know. I haven't looked up the address, but the address is 2531 Regnant Street, apartment 5. So apparently they're in an apartment building here, it looks like.
Should we pull it up on Google Earth?
Yeah, you should totally pull it up. Pull it up. You do it.
You should. You got it right there.
Okay. Pull it up. All right. Let's see. 235. I don't even know how to spell that. But what's this other street right here? I want to look up this one. Because this one's 2531. What does that say?
I had no fucking clue.
Berkeley, California. Because that's the house.
No.
Oh no, it's RO. It's either pageant or regent or something. I can't see what the.
Let me see if I can.
Jenny thinks Michelle Obama definitely a dude also.
2531. What? Can you read that? I can't read that. Is that a P or street?
It looks like RAGENT. I don't know if that's Regent or it's a P. It looks like Regent or something. Or Roger or I can't. Fuck, I have no idea. I'm making up words.
Okay, wait. Here it is. Okay, found it.
Bryan,
so let's see here. Let's see maps. Let's see how nice the house is for her growing up in the.
She came from a middle class family, Bryan. Did you know that?
Yeah, her middle class family house. Let's see this. So this is her. This is their middle class family home right here
in
guys.
Berkeley,
which is this yellow building, I guess.
Oh,
2531. Yeah, in Berkeley. So I'm gonna guess that building right there. I would guess.
I can't see the building.
Oh, next to some nice looking. I'm just looking at the area. I'm zooming around to see the whole area here. Oh, it's not. It's on a different. Oh, let me get it. Let me do it. Here, let me switch.
Yeah, it's on the birth certificate tab.
Okay, so it's right. Okay. There we go. All right. So this is her house.
Oh, damn.
Guys, in Berkeley. Her middle class house, family house. Which that's got, I think that has 2 garages, unless that's one address. Yeah. That's one address. With 2 garages? I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's a pretty long house too. I bet that house is worth quite a bit. I mean, I bet that's more than average middle class. Let's look at the cars.
To me, it looks like a middle class family grew up there, you know?
Looks like standard cars. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, we'll just drive down the street. I mean, there's a BMW right there. What's that? Another... Yeah. This is her house where she supposedly came back to after the birth.
Oh, shit.
So, I don't know. I mean... I don't know. At this point, like, so many things could be pretty sure from the last fake thing they did. They probably were like, hey, let's flatten the image even if it isn't real. You know what I mean? Let's at least make sure that the address is... Let's make sure that this has been flattened.
Bro, you gotta export, dude. Export, bro.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Fucking dipshit. Like
80 West MacArthur Boulevard.
MacArthur.
This is another address, though. So yeah, I guess wasn't that the term birther that they were saying?
Yeah, they call basically anyone that ever criticized Barack Obama was basically just called a racist. Like you just don't like him because he's like 1/14 black.
Is he black?
I guess I don't know.
Well, it's more interesting because it's like apparently Kamala Harris's dad's apparently not even black, according to I think
part Puerto Rican. She does not look black. She looks Hispanic more than she does black, honestly.
Well, I mean, like the term black of what we call black is like from a genetic heritage, right? And so like her dad though is technically dark skinned, right? But her dad is not. He claims that he's not black, according to. So this other dude this Willie guy, Willie Brown, I guess, sat next to him at a dinner and asked him what his heritage was, and he said he's not black. And so he claims that he's not black. Apparently, according to it.
Bill in the comments basically saying that. I know tonight Kamala was born here, but her parents have to be U.S. citizens. Time for birth for her to be a natural-born citizen. He's saying Kamala's parents were here on student visas. They weren't permanently, what's that word, domiciled. So Kamala is a natural citizen via the 14th Amendment.
Interesting. Oh, because her parents weren't citizens when she was born here. Okay, so that could be interesting. That could make some sense. Yeah, because it says Jamaica.
Making me crazy.
Yeah, either way, I don't know. I'll say that Photoshop-wise, this birth certificate of Kamala Harris seems legit to some extent, but there's some just weirdly questionable things, like why would you change your middle name? That's weird. That's about all I could find with that one. It's not like I opened it and found another Photoshop editable document. So, either way, super strange, very confusing. And what was it? Michelle Obama being Obama.
Oh yeah, we're getting back to that. We're getting back to the cell phone tonight's show. Michelle, no. Marissa was asking, "You all think Michelle Obama's a man?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm on the big mic train." And then she goes, "Low key, I do too." I saw that Ellen video. And the Ellen video she's talking about the swinging dick. Like you saw Michael dance, and you saw
I saw that.
And then Jenny's like, definitely a dude. That's where we're at in the debate right now in the comments. What are your guys' opinion though?
American dick, bro, just swinging around, bro.
I would say, hey, the truth is, I don't know if she's a he or a she, to be completely honest, and there's not enough evidence that I've seen to be like that's for sure a dude. You know what I mean? Like I can't quite say, but I did find an old photo of Obama with a dude that looks almost identical to Michelle. Have you guys seen the old photo of the dude with him?
Of Michael, yeah.
Michael, yeah, his friend, his roommate, I guess.
His really close friend Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a really close friend, Michael, that looks like a dude, and there's photos of him with this dude. I don't know if you can bring one of them up, but like it looks just like Michelle, and it's a dude, and he's with this dude, and you're like, that is pretty alarming. And the fact that she's supposedly the more alarming part is that she's had these children, but she has zero photos of her being pregnant with her kids.
That's a big one too.
Yeah, and I guess there's no baby photos either of her with her children. Like very little, like when they were like little baby photos, right? And so you would imagine that would be like something people would have photos of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to have pregnant photos of themselves? To at least remember that.
There's Michael.
Dude, stop. That's Michael. That's fucking Michael. Come on now.
Big Mike.
The cheekbones, the smile, the shape of the face, like that is Michelle. That's fucking Michelle, Michael. Come on, guy.
That's Big Mike.
What is going on right now? Holy shit balls. That is the same person for sure. What the fuck? Unless he just looks like his friend, which is even weirder. Like
it is very strange, apparently. So those photos are strange. The other strange thing is that their children look like exactly like their
biological parents.
Well, no. Their children, their biological parents, who happen to be their two largest donors to the Michelle and Obama program. So the Michelle and Obama donation thing, the people that run it, I guess they're not the largest donors. They're the people that run the organization and the Michelle and Obama Foundation. They're like their best friends, okay? And it's this couple, and the Obama's children look exactly like the couple that run their foundation. And you're like, why do the children look nothing like them, but their children look exactly like the two parents the man and woman couple that run their foundation? That right there is very suspicious.
Wow.
Yeah, and I guess she's tall. She's pretty tall. Who knows?
She's tall. Fucking shit, bro.
So I don't really know what to think about it. I mean, I think it's very suspicious. I think Kamala Harris's thing is suspicious, but honestly, the fact that Obama's birth certificate is completely fake, and it's so obviously fake, and the world is like, let this slide by, like that alone is alarming enough. That's alarming enough for me.
Trump for getting a prostitute, but then like something actually that's important. Like we don't give a fuck.
Michelle said IVF. What? Michelle said IVF. What was that comment? Was how they got their kids, but the couple birthed them. Really? Wow.
1 sec. Billy's asking me about San Andreas Cinema. He goes, quick question. If you don't want me to ask Anthony Rogers, how's the San Andreas Cinema our theater going? Check out tomorrow at 8 p.m. and find out for yourself, Billy. It'll be awesome. Free entry. Bam. Marissa's saying pretty sus. Yeah, that's super suspicious. The no pictures as I don't know a single mother. I mean, maybe it's my generation though, but I feel like I don't know a single mother doesn't have a picture of her baby pregnant when she's pregnant, or like kids really young, and even in the 80s, my mom had a million pictures of me because like my mom loved me a lot. So I was like, I had a million pictures of me, like I bragging about having me and like all this stuff. So I mean, I imagine most moms are probably like that. You know? Right. I don't know too many that don't have any pictures of them pregnant or as a kid. It's weird.
It's very strange. It's very strange. And, honestly, people running the country, I mean, like Kamala Harris doesn't have any children, but she does have a stepchild. Kamala Harris is a stepchild that she's obviously didn't raise. But
Kamala Harris is her fucking stepmom. Oh my God. I'm probably born my fucking. Oh, fuck.
The Kamala Harris is, her no children. I don't know. It makes me really suspicious of her because like what kind of you want to run a country and you've never even like raised a child and that's like your natural role.
Yeah.
Like I know that I don't know if that seems judgmental, but I saw somebody else makes that same argument and I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. Like I would be
trying to raise a country. If you don't know how to raise one child, then it's like you have no skin in the game of like how children turn. Like you have no skin in the game to really empathize and understand like the generation of our future and like actually give a fuck. You know what I mean? If you don't have a kid that's in the same school system and being fed the same bullshit, why would you give a fuck about other people's kids?
It seems questionable to me, right? I mean, I feel like it would be questionable the fact that she doesn't have a child because she doesn't have that motherly instinct perspective at all. I mean, like she's just been somebody that's, taken care taking care of herself only all the way till she's 45 or however old she is. She said it was recently as if 45 is trying to stop IVF. I don't know.
Yeah,
President 45 is trying to stop IVF. Oh, she's saying that Trump is trying to stop IVF. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I don't think that they would do that.
I was reading that comment. Sorry.
Legal U.S. documentation and so fake stream media put him in the highest office in the land. What a country, eh? Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what to think about this point. Like, clearly, I heard the birther term before, and I was like, okay, maybe not. Like, how you gonna know? But now I'm like, dude, it's so obvious, and it just makes you wonder, like, how many or more things are they lying to us about? Like, how many more things are they blatantly, completely, entirely lying to us about?
As a Midwesterner, you have no idea how long I've waited for people from California to talk like this. Like, you have no idea how long I've waited for this. Like I remember, like I remember like 4 or 5 years ago, I'm like, we're like looking at all this stuff. All my LA friends are like, fuck off, you're retarded. And like now they're all like seeing it finally. It's like good to see it. And like it's like when I introduced my LA friends to juggalos. Like apparently you guys don't have juggalos out there. And I was showing a bunch of my LA friends what juggalos were. And that's how I feel right now in this moment of like you guys like seeing that the left is crazy. I love it completely. So to anyone from the Midwest or like that, we as a spokesman for the Midwest, we like to apologize for shit talking California for the last 4 years. I'd like to take back all I said about your state, and I'm glad you guys have the same common ground as us.
People who are spiritual or have the gift of discernment have always been able to tell that it's bullshit, and that's
yeah.
really
Like I knew Santa was fake. Yeah, like I remember being in kindergarten. They're like, I'm like this kid. I'm like this guy flies across the entire world with like fucking reindeer. It makes no sense. I remember just being a kid. I remember being like a kindergartner like that, and then now I'm an adult. And I'm like I can tell I'm being lied to.
You know? It's like you're not stupid. Like
yeah, it's like
I always knew when people were lying to me, even as a child. Like you just know, you could just feel the energy. You don't know why, you just know something feels off. And I always felt like something felt off. Just from the beginning of COVID and all that bullshit, I'm like, this just doesn't seem right. I don't know why. I have no proof, but just my soul was like, no, don't get the vaccine. Like something was just like, nah, dude, don't.
Yeah, something inside.
Like
that's the spirit inside you. That's the Lord talking to people. He's talking to everybody.
I was telling me, don't fucking believe this. This is bullshit. Like from the beginning, like
yeah,
I just knew.
Like, there's a guy like talking to a room of like 200 people with like 20 people on stage. Like you need to be in groups of 3 or smaller. You're gonna die. I'm like, you don't even believe what you're saying. Like, you can just tell you like, I was like, these guys are all lying. And like, dude, like Bill Gates is like the dumbest motherfucker ever. He hasn't had to have competition in a long time. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't compete in a natural and normal like way or routine, you get passed up by everybody that does, unless you have money, which then stunts your growth of like progression and like whatever else you'd be if you wasn't rich. I think personally, because like most people have to compete in day-to-day life. You know what I mean?
Or grow or evolve.
Yeah. You just like you're just 16. If you're a millionaire at 16, you're just 16 forever. You know what I mean? You never like evolve, and you're like even the same thing with computers. He's like, okay, I'm gonna sell them computers, and then the computers are gonna get sick, and I'm gonna sell them software for the computer that I made them get sick, and then he's trying to do the same thing with people. He do with computers. It's very transparent, and people back in the day, no one trusted this guy. Like Bill Gates was a guy that basically bought DOS and put MS in front of it and pretended to be some like coder, genius, engineer guy. And then basically licensed it, which was why the licensing deal was a good business move, to be honest. But he licensed it and then like pretended to be this like genius guy. He stole his first operating system from Steve Jobs after that. Like Apple, like Steve Jobs came to him to show him the Apple operating system, and he stole it from him. And the guy's just overall monster. Like all his wealth is built on stealing. And if any American's a colonist, it's Bill Gates. Like, I mean, it's like that's the only colonist left. But no, he basically just completely lies and steals, and he'd also spy on people. Like there's a movie in the 90s called Antitrust, which kind of covered it a little bit. Like Bill Gates would basically spy on all the new coders and stuff like that, and like basically kill them and take their stuff also. Wow. So I mean that's a little bit deeper, but
you have the technology. Why wouldn't you do that? Especially you know.
Yeah, but China passed Bill Gates. Now China's the best spy because like they make all the phones. but it used to be Bill Gates. But used to be the lead on that.
Well, Bill Gates still makes all the computers, right? Well, China does.
I haven't used it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I haven't used a Windows computer in like a decade or so. I got one that Apple trained, which is probably a different company spying on me.
Bill Gates gave 50 million. Yeah, you know, here's the thing, guys. You know, when it comes to this, like, of course, supporting Kamala Harris, everybody supports Kamala Harris if you're one of the elite people. Because like
globalist for Kamala.
Yeah, exactly. You know what's funny is like check this out. I'm gonna. So you can make a post, right, and you can put stickers on your posts, right? So let me see if I can show you what it does. All right. So in Instagram, I don't know where my camera's at. Okay. So in Instagram, when you take a photo, you could go to the top here, and at the top of the photo right here, it says stickers, okay? And when you type in the stickers, if you type in Trump, it brings up a bunch of stickers, okay? All of the stickers of Trump are like minus vote red. All of them are Trump dancing like as a baby in a diaper. mocking him, saying Trump's stupid, Trump riding a missile. Every single image of him is like, little fat chibi baby, like making him like a dancing little fat chibi. Like, it's just every one of the stickers is terrible. And minus like one, okay? And so if you type in Kamala, and there's like ones of him like wearing makeup, looking like a drag queen. Look.
Wow. Okay, what about Kamala Harris? What are her stickers?
So all of them are mocking Trump, okay? All of them. But if you type in Kamala or Kamala, whatever you want to say, all of them are positive. There's not a single one that is like not positive. Look at this. Let me just see Kamala. Let me see if I can find a bad one even. There's like her as like a superhuman. So like, look, here she's like superwoman. Look. I don't know what 619 means.
Her flying to the border?
Yeah, probably.
To finally fucking check it out. Fucking dumb bitch.
Dude, all of them are literally like her, like support Biden Harris, like, we will not let anyone subvert our democracy, Kamala Harris, just like stupid stickers that are just, and it's every single sticker is positive for Kamala and every single sticker for Trump is not.
That's pretty crazy.
So that right there, I mean, should tell you, like, they're all like, we did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. Vote. Donald Trump was fired. This one's Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people. Whatever. No, he wasn't. Look at it. Look at this propaganda stuff. It's just hilarious. It says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says Donald Trump was fired by 81 million people, saying like it's just like all of them are mocking Trump, and then even all the Trump ones are mocking Trump. So
it's just more confirmation of the propaganda machine that is our social media and media in general,
Yeah. Yep. Like, and there's so many ones of him being dressed as a baby. Like, look at this dancing with Trump, as a dancing baby. I don't know what the obsession of this is. This is just like,
it's so fucking weird.
Yeah. So like like it should tell you right there that
whose job is to make all of those. Like, what the fuck? It's like one person's job. Like, it's just so bizarre to me. Like, look, yeah, man, make him look like a fucking baby. Like, oh yeah, that's gonna be hilarious. Like, you couldn't think of anything better. Like, make another.
So
yeah, that's a good idea, bro. Fucking baby.
No. Well, another baby. Yeah. The thing is, like, I think you can submit stickers yourself. So I know there's people that are submitting stickers, but they're denying anybody making a sticker that is positive for Trump, and they're only allowing the Kamala Harris stickers to come through positively, and they're denying all the negative ones about Kamala Harris. So I just don't. I mean, like, there's so many Kamala Harris sticker memes I could even think of off the top of my head. I'm sure I could literally just go to ChatGPT and like make some funny memes. Like, I've been to the border. Like, I mean, like,
right. That's like the ultimate joke.
Yeah, there's so many of them, and it's like, yet none of them are showing up on your Facebook or your Instagram stickers or anything. So that should tell you right now, if you're ever debating like whether you should vote for Kamala Harris or Trump, and you ever had that thought in your head, like, a vote not for Trump is a vote for Kamala Harris by default. And because the less people that don't vote, the more people that don't vote, the easier it is for them to manipulate the outcome, because they're cheating. They're going to cheat. And so, but if everybody floods the polls and we see what?
I said they already cheated once before. Why wouldn't they do it again?
Yeah, and you could see the cheat line. You could see it, like, so it was like Trump and Joe Biden, and Trump was far surpassing, and then all of a sudden, Joe Biden's thing in one day was like, wah! And like overnight, it just, and so his line is like this, and then goes, meh! And it goes straight up.
Everybody went to vote Biden at 4 a.m. Like, yeah, okay, for sure. Like,
what?
You guys.
Yeah, we're not going to let that happen again this year, and they know it, because everybody will be like, that is so clearly rigged, and that's not acceptable. That they see the rights going, all of a sudden the lines are like, eh! And then they jump up past it. Like, no, we know that was fake. We know it was fake the first time. We're going to say something this time. There's going to be an outcry,
Yeah,
So
record voting fraud, like Dominion machines were rigged.
Yeah.
Record votes at 3 o'clock came in. They took them a week to recount them. Like 3 hours to count them the first time, miraculously.
Right.
But they basically they had Civil War people that fought in the first American Civil War fight for them. They had dead people vote for them. Like they had. I mean, this was they were. They did. They had mob bosses come out on the East Coast. Mob bosses on the East Coast came out and said they rigged certain elections. Also, I mean, there's record evidence of 2020 being complete voter fraud. I mean, record evidence. I mean, you have to be a complete idiot not to see it if you looked into it whatsoever. They basically, I mean, record voting fraud. I mean, even if you look at the numbers today, like Harris will post something, it'll have like 100,000 likes or views or whatever, and then Trump posts something like 270 million like views. It's like not even fucking close. It's literally not even close. And Kamala was, I mean, completely unelected. I mean, for the first time also. I mean, the 2020 election, say that was real. Also put into a spot like completely. It's just unelected. It's Obama pushing his people around. Basically, that's what I think. I think Biden and Harris are both Obama people, and they're puppets to that, the whole thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think originally it was H.W. Bush when he died, and then I think it's Obama now. I think like pushing the stuff. And I think he's weaponized the Department of Justice, weaponized the FBI, weaponized most departments. He was there 8 years. I mean, so he had plenty of time to network and stuff. And I think that's basically what happened. And I don't know. I think all the Diddy people and all the Epstein people really like Harris a lot, which should wake you up a little bit too. Like
that should definitely wake you up.
Yeah, all P. Diddy's friends and Jeff Epstein's friends really like Kamala Harris. So
that should definitely tell you something right there.
That should be that's all you have to say. It's like that should be enough to turn people off, but they're still so incredibly delusional and fucking brainwashed that it's like almost at this point it's almost like a mental illness. It's like they refuse to look at the truth, and no matter how you try to they're trying to have an argument with a narcissist that's like telling you, I didn't say that, and you have screenshots of them saying it, and they're like, that wasn't me. That's Photoshop. That's not true. And you're like, bro, we're fighting logic with complete absurdity. Like there's no point in we're not even speaking the same language anymore. You know, it's like it's so frustrating.
You have no idea how happy I am to hear people from LA say this. Like this is like I feel like the genie heard my first 3 wishes. Like that's how I feel whenever I hear people from LA say this. Like no, I completely agree. And like I feel like we've seen this for a second. It's been crazy. I mean, I mean, today a YouTube video was deleted that we had one of the guys that was arrested in January 6th thing. It was his last interview before he went to jail, and he's been in jail for 4 years now or so. And they deleted that episode earlier today.
What?
Yeah, that episode was deleted because of whatever misinformation.
On what platform? What platform?
I'll give you one guess.
YouTube.
Yeah, great guess. Yeah, great guess. That was weird today too. It was just an interview that Sean, the former coach, and I basically interviewed one of my friends before he went to jail for smoking cigarettes in the Capitol building. He's been there for 4 years. It's disgusting. We lost the culture war. Anyone that saw the vote, I mean, they basically baited a bunch of people. I don't get on this route right now, but yeah, let's. We've talked about enough stuff to get us assassinated already today. So let's try to. Brian, your subject completely freaks me out, to be honest with you, as far as talking about it. But I do believe it. Otherwise, I would not. And I believe you should at least question everything. Like, say we're wrong, whatever. We're at least questioning things. I don't think we're wrong, but I mean, say we are, and it's all. That's what America's about: freedom of speech, freedom of press. Question everything. Question your leaders. Question your workers. Question yourself. Well, just never, don't believe what we're saying. Do your own homework. I think that's America. We're not here to sway you anything.
Yep, go check it all out. I mean, like, you can download the birth certificate yourself right now. Still there. If you don't believe me, download it.
And nothing beats personal homework. I mean, like, we could have all the information for you and be completely right. It doesn't matter unless you see it yourself or do it. And we could be completely wrong, and you could next week tell us how we're wrong, because we're just human beings that like talking about ourselves on podcasts. So at least I am. Okay, I'll speak for myself at least. But no, I think I appreciate the people. I mean, the comments have been great. Like, we have some of the most intelligent people in the comments, which is great. I mean, it shows the kind of subject matter we have. And when I saw that video, I'm just like, as always, Brian, man, you're like, if you're not following Demon Erasers right now on like TikTok and Instagram, you're missing out. Like, you should definitely check that out. I'm not just saying that because he's on here. I'm saying I literally watch his stuff. That's how I got into this discussion about this one. I watched it. I think it was earlier this week. And I'm like, hey, I want to talk about this. So that'd be a good episode. And I think it was. I mean, just basically the basic breakdown of it all was great. Because anybody talks cheap, you know. It had the basic breakdown of everything. I think it was great.
Oh yeah, it's so needed to know. People need to know this stuff, dude. People need to know this stuff. We need to be educated, and like you're an uneducated guest is like literally damaging our society. So make yourself educated, like, because like they want us to be dumb. They want us to not vote. They want us to not know these things. They want us to be ignorant of it because then they can manipulate you. It's so much easier to manipulate. But if everyone goes out and votes for Trump and everybody says, hey, look, this is against the agenda. Clearly, we're going to vote for this guy. It doesn't matter if he's perfect. Doesn't matter if he's corrupt, too. He was a part of the agenda, too, to some degree, and that's fine. He was a part of the system. I don't care. He's not a part of it right now, and they really don't like him. So it's like, either way, like, I'm going to vote for the dude, because maybe he can fix some of the stuff. Like, he's got some plans to fix some of it, at least, you know? So, yeah, hey.
2 assassination attempts in, I kind of think they're starting not to like this guy, you know?
Yeah, they're starting to really not like him, for sure.
I'm also really bad at picking assassins. Like, Jesus Christ, twice? Really?
That's what happens when you throw liberals at a guy.
Who the fuck are they hiring to do the jobs?
Well, they're brainwashed people. They're brainwashed people.
MK
They're
Ultra.
hiring. MK Ultra people. Yeah,
MK
so like if you...
100
Yeah, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they hypnotize the people to be assassins. So those people aren't...
Really psychically picking up on that. The last time we talked about that, I was like, honestly, this really feels like the JFK incident where like the guy just blacked out and didn't remember any of it.
Yeah.
And it was around the time they were doing all those experiments with the mind control and shit, and like basically like the sleeper agent shit. I mean, that's basically the story of Zoolander. If you really pay attention to the movie Zoolander, that's what the whole movie is about. Is like
100%.
These young people that they're brainwashing to be triggered by something that then puts them into this like hypnosis where they are being like trained to kill someone, and then it's like they don't even remember it half the time. They didn't even know that they did that. And then it's just some random dumb person that takes the fall, you know? It's crazy.
That's exactly what's happening. And it's comical that we think the movie Zoolander is like a joke, but that is legitimately what has happened.
Right.
And they did it, they're doing it this way, like just like that.
Yeah, it's like, how many liberals does it take to kill a man? You know? That's what it seems. Yeah, how many liberals does it take to kill a man? That's the question right now. These guys you just saw, I mean, it's I don't know, man. MK Ultra is definitely used on society too. I mean, that's another episode we can talk about forever too. I feel like you've been on this MK Ultra rabbit hole too. At some point we should. I mean, the constant state of fear they keep most Americans in from 9/11 to now, and maybe even before. I mean, the Vietnam War looked like that too. I mean, I watched old footage of that. I mean, they've been keeping us terrified forever since they know about it, at least.
Yep, fear creates trauma, and trauma creates void spaces, and void spaces allow demons, and that allows control. Demons control. So it's just a simple mechanism. You traumatize, and then you create a hollow, empty space inside a person, and you fill it with demons. I mean, it's the same program that they want everybody a part of. It's really unfortunate, but that's just kind of how the world works right now, and it's like we gotta fight it. Hopefully, we can make some changes. I want to make a video that kind of lays out what I think needs to change in America. I think that freedom of speech needs to be... I think the reason why we're having these problems right now in America is because of the internet that has delimited our ability to have freedom of speech. I think it's the only reason why we're having any problems right now, because there's people... Because what has happened is this. This is what has happened. Our government... or big entities, our people have expected that Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube are all platforms that are giving us free speech. And the comments inside of that, we believe that those comments are valid perspectives of our understanding of humanity. And so when we see that free speech, we see that comment we watch a video and we look at the first top comment. Whatever that top comment is, we automatically go, oh, that's people's general assessment of this subject. That's their general perspective of this subject. We assume that. But that's not the case, because those comments are being manipulated. And those videos that you're seeing are being manipulated. There's content that's being shadow banned. There's comments that are being shadow banned. There's people that cannot comment at all because they say you're too dangerous to comment. So and they just have opinions that are different than the actual narrative. And so we are limiting free speech through social media platforms with the illusion that you think that social media is our actual norm and understanding of what's going on in the world. So there needs to be an assessment made to what we deem as free speech. And it needs to be made to the point that, because it says in the Constitution, it says that the public ground, I guess, needs to be the public common space needs to have no limits on free speech. Well, Instagram, Facebook, all social media platforms, if you have over 10,000 users, you're considered the public ground now. And so you should not be allowed to edit, manipulate, or alter whatever videos are on that platform or whatever content is on that platform. That's what needs to happen. You should not be allowed. It should be illegal to make fake bots that like a bunch of stuff. That should be illegal. It should be illegal to manipulate it to a point where you get a comment that is not the genuine comment to the top of the thing, and not necessarily like the programs need to monitor this kind of stuff. Like Instagram needs to monitor if artificial likes are being generated on content. Okay, they need to monitor. Yeah, I got this. Yeah. So the thing is that they need to monitor. They need to not monitor what we say, but rather monitor if the stuff is being genuine or not. Does that make sense? Like, they shouldn't be monitoring like what content is being put out there. People should be allowed to say whatever they want. And if they say threatening stuff or illegal stuff, well, guess what? Then it goes to the police, and the police can determine if that person has made a threat that needs to be investigated or they need to be arrested or whatever. That's up to the police to determine. But it shouldn't be limited on the platform that you're speaking on. Free speech should be completely allowed. You should be allowed to say anything you want on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everything. You should be able to say anything and everything you want. And there should be zero limitation. And that is what needs to be fixed because of these social media platforms. They have been able to alter people's perspective of reality and what is true. They've been altering free speech, and that needs to be fixed or changed. And I think Trump might fix that, maybe, hopefully. I don't know.
I hope so. Yeah, no, I hope there's a way out, and I definitely agree. I think they're definitely using social media to go around the Bill of Rights. I definitely agree to that. And I think that something has to be done as a free man. I think they test marketed it. I think Alex Jones was like kind of a test market. Like deplatforming him and stuff like that. But hey, I think we're at about an hour, so let's go ahead. You guys want to throw some stuff out before you out here, and I'll do my promo at the end of it.
This way. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't got anything, but you can follow me at Demon Erasers and Demon Erasers on Instagram and TikTok and X. I'm on X now because apparently if you want to say the things I say, apparently it needs to be on X because I don't get as limited there. So yeah.
Cool. Follow me, Nikki Knightley, Nikki X Knightley. Follow my Miss Venus Vixen for my psychic and tarot reading stuff. And yeah.
I have a couple shows this weekend. Or tomorrow we're doing the live audience thing in St. Charles, Missouri at St. Andrew's Cinema. It is a cannabis lounge, so free entry and $10 gets you like a day pass for unlimited dabs if that's your thing. Also, Saturday I will be at Rookies in Clarksville, Tennessee, making fun of everybody in Tennessee that comes to the show. So if you want to get made fun of, feel free to go there. Also, thank you all for this awesome episode and the thousands of people watching cross-platform. Thank you for spending your Tuesday watching this. It's an honor to be able to be on here with Nikki being the co-host, and Bryan's always a great guest. Honor to have both you guys on here as always. I'm gonna go do stuff with my life, and I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for having me on, bro. You're awesome. Appreciate you so much, dude. Keep doing awesome stuff.
You too, brother. God bless you, man. And Jenny, you stay safe too in the comments. Okay, I saw your comments. Stay safe. You stay safer, okay? I'm out of here.
Later, guys.